first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that everybody recognizes the fact that we are going to be doing what we are doing now, and we are going to add to it our efforts in number one, in the area of climate change mitigations, and number two, in the formation of new energy. I call that petroleum plus plus.
When you join the board, you think, oh, there's been quite a lot of people ahead of me, before me. And so they must have thought of everything and done everything. So what am I going to contribute? So that question came to me, but sure enough, there's always something you can do. As a board member, I'm proud that I recommended, or at least I proposed, a new conference. The SPE Energy Transition Symposium is a new event for next year that I proposed to the board. It was unanimously approved as a great way for SPE to be in the middle of the energy transition and put a new event.
So I represent 31 sections and almost 50 student chapters. And one of my goals, and what I try to do, and I spent a lot of time on that, is to increase collaborations between my sections. And I'm saying my sections because I represent them. So I try to connect sections from the North Sea with what in the past was South Central East Europe. I try to create events for the students in the online virtual world that we live in order to increase collaboration between them. I'm a part of the Membership and Engagement Committee. It's already my second year in this committee, and next year I will step forward as the leader of this committee.
Topic I'm very proud of is that I'm actually involved in the next strategic plan of SPE, and this gives me an opportunity to shape our society and to help our members in the future. And last but not least, I'm very proud that next year I'm co-chair the first SPE Energy Transition Symposium, which again is positioning SPE for the future.
The other role I serve on the board is actually as the chair of the audit committee. And while audit isn't necessarily everyone's favorite topic, it is also super critical in terms of the oversight into the organization, not only working with our external and internal auditors to make sure that all of our finances are in order, but also in terms of all of the procedures and protocols that are in place to ensure that we have good governance.
The most important area that I want to focus on is to re-establish a strong engagement programs with our members in order to satisfy and match their needs and expectations. And then to also look into rebranding our organization to align with the transformative activities going around us in the oil and gas industries. The third, and also a very important point, is to come up with a very robust program to activate the strategic plans that we're working today on.
Recently, I'm participating Oil and Gas Reserves Committee as the SPE representative and one of the experts in engineering. And this is the great opportunity and success for me to be a part of this great team who was developing PRMS, Petroleum Resource Management System of SPE. I'm also participating in Distinguished Lecture Committee and trying to implement the more objective and exclude all this objective part of the criteria of choosing the better distinguished lecture.
We actually launched the hydraulic fracturing webinars. And so we started offering, I believe it was the first one was in April of 2020, right after, COVID, we were locked down, and I was like, well, how are we gonna talk? I like to talk. Anyway, so we started having weekly webinars on Zoom. So I learned Zoom. I figure if I learned Zoom, anybody could learn Zoom. And we started having weekly webinars. Well, it actually grew and we became a technical section.
I'm going to work with the other technical directors to help operationalize and integrate HSE across the other disciplines and make it relevant to those other disciplines. It's not one size fits all. It's tailored. It's what do other members need, and how can we tailor our learning to better help them.
This region basically has more than 2/3 of the world's oil and gas reserves. And of course, maybe in every single family, there is somebody who is linked somehow to the oil and gas industry. And therefore, connecting these regions and connecting these nations with SPE and become the strongest region, it's by itself is a great mission and responsibility that myself and with the other regional directors would like to take this challenge on and make this region as the most connected region with SPE.
Okay, as the regional director, I am responsible as the policy making and governing body of SPE. And together with Board of Committee, we oversee many of SPE's administrative and operating responsibilities. In addition, I'm also serving as the co-chair of SPE Asia Pacific Advisory Council. We provide critical guidance on the regionalization and localization of SPE activities, regional technical content needs, and support related initiative to further SPE mission of technology transfer, mainly in Asia Pacific, but also for SPE International.
The youth of today are wondering, why do we need oil and gas? Is this a viable career? And I think we really need to get the word out there that we're important in this industry, and SPE is important in providing low-cost, reliable energy for the world. And I intend to do that, engaging with the youth.
The world is changing, not just with the pandemic, but also energy transitions and the public aspect of that. And so I see my role as one who will help implement our new strategic plan. So participate in it at the moment and formulate it. But really, a plan is just a plan, and it's really about carrying that plan out.
I would say that when you are president, it's almost a full-time job. And it's a 24-hour job because you have members around the world. And so my own idea is that I want to be listening to our members and respond to their queries, their suggestions. And that is really, for me, the most important part of the job, is communicating to our members.